Welcome to the Botany class. This is a Gen Ed science course that is taught at FAMU, and this is my particular creation. I need you to look at how you navigate the course. You will start out on the home page. The home page has all of these different segments in it, and I call a lot of these modules. The segments start out up on top, and it talks about instructor information. It will have my information in here as well as my email address. When you try and communicate with me, I would like you to do it by email because that's really the only way that we can have a record of what we are doing and I know what is going on. I know a lot of you like to use instant messaging and stuff like that. I cannot do that because I've got a lot of things going on during the day. Please send me an email. I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Do not anticipate anything back in less than 24 hours or over a weekend. That's not to say you won't get it back, but it's to give me a time period to be able to do this. When we navigate on Canvas, you go down and you find these little next buttons at the bottom of the page and you would click on that. Or you could come back over here to the home page and start out over there. Down here, I've got the syllabus for the fall semester. If you look at this, it says, Welcome to Botany. This is going to give you a message from me about what the course is supposed to be about. The next one says, Syllabus for the course. Click on this little icon over here. It will preview the document and it will allow you to see it directly on Canvas. It just takes a little bit of time, depending on your connection, to be able to come in like this. And then you can read the whole thing down, and I've got virtually everything in here. There is a pacing schedule of where I would like to be and where I would like to have the course go during the time period that we're looking at it. If you click on this, it will download the file for you onto your computer so that you can print it out or so that you can look at it later. If I hit the next button, I go to the part in here which says class and office hours. This is very important because the class and office hours looks at Zoom. This course will be taught over Zoom, which means we will have regular class meetings. And I want you to be present at the regular class meetings. I will take attendance on this by having Zoom polls, and we will talk about how Zoom polls work. Very important, you come down here to this link where it says Join Zoom Meeting. You click on that, and that will take you to the Zoom meeting. And we'll talk more about Zoom once you get onto Zoom and what we anticipate you're going to be able to do out of it. Go to next over here, and it's going to give you an introduction about the course. It says the botany is the study of plants and how they're important to us, and that's what we're going to look at all semester. The course is divided into 8 modules, each with 3 units. This is an introductory part talking about what botany is and how we deal with it. This is how to navigate the course. This is where this video that I'm doing right now is going to show up. Where do I start? It says we're divided into 8 modules with 3 units. Read through this and it's going to tell you what you should do and how you should do it. How do I contact the instructor? Goes back, send me an email, and we will talk about all those things. So if I go back here to the home page, again, you can see all of those parts are in here. How to navigate, how do I do this? This part is very important. This is a glossary. This says glossary. Again, if you click on this little attachment here, it will bring it up in the window. If you click on this part, it will download it. Notice this says it's only 25 pages. The last time this was updated was in November, and you can watch and we will have updates periodically appearing in here. Any word that we use during the course that relates back to botany should be found in the glossary. If it's not, please send me an email so that I can include it. However, the glossary contains more words than you will use in this course. So therefore, we've got a lot of things in there that are beyond what we do in this course, but we've got everything that we do in this course included in here. This says that we are going to look at modules. It says Module 1 deals with the introductory material and is divided into 3 units. So we will have 3 different units in each module. We will then have, at the end of segments, we will have an exam that has 75 questions over the material. You start up by picking up the study guide. The next one over here says study guide. Again, you can download this, you can print it out, and you can see what it's about. And from there, you will know what is important in the course. the introductory part. It says it's going to explain the importance of botany in our daily lives, and it's going to describe scientific method and contrast different ideas in the real world as to whether they are examples of the process of scientific method. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this right now, but we are going to deal with this in class as far as how scientific method works and what we mean by scientific method. There will be PowerPoints that I use for the presentation, and then these can be found here by clicking on these particular links. When we talk about the importance of botany, we have got a lot of material in here, and this is stuff I will go over in class, and I will go through it in class, but if you want to come back and review what I'm talking about, you would press on this. It's going to take you to this particular part. You can increase the size of this. You can listen to it. All of this stuff is run through one of our YouTube sites. This one is called Julia's Science Lab, and it talks about botany. You can find out a lot about botany in here. If you want to play it full screen, you will notice that it is approximately 6.5 minutes long. All of the videos we have are somewhere normally less than 10 minutes in length, and they are single topic videos, so you can go and you can look at it and you can come back from there anytime you want. Then we have other videos in here from other places, and this one talks about becoming a botanist. You go through these materials, you watch them, you listen to them, and it gives you good information on a lot of things. So each one of these modules, as I call them, is made up of a series of parts that are put together in a sequential manner. At the end of it, it says, here's how to become a botanist. Here's scientific method. There will be a quiz, or more than a quiz. In this particular case for Unit 1, we've got a quiz on the syllabus. I want you to know certain things about the syllabus. We have got a quiz on what is your plant IQ. This is not something I want you to study for. This is something I want you to answer so that I can see what sort of answers everybody's got to see where, in general, the class is. There is a quiz on scientific method. There is also a assignment called What Did I Eat Today? So that you can go back and you can look at how your food choices are affected by plants. And these are very important. And then there is a discussion board about getting to know you and what getting to know you is about. Since we are in a virtual environment and you don't get to see people face to face, we're going to communicate with each other about who we are and what we are about. Do not put anything down here that you wouldn't want everybody else to know about. Introduce yourself into the class. Once you do that, you will find someone else who's introduced themselves and respond back to them, and then you will respond back to somebody who responded to you. And I hope in that manner we can get in there and see a little bit more about each other. When you do this getting to know you part, it says that pieces have to be done at times. It says you create a thread in which provide 3 things about yourself of your choosing that will give you some insight into you. 100-word minimum. It says it's worth 3 words. You read other threads and you reply to someone else's thread. Now, we would like you to do the first part within the first week, the second part within the second week. And then these points will go down and they will be put in as bonus points on the end if you did this. If you didn't do it, you don't get the bonus points. So we have got all of these different materials in here. So this is how you navigate this particular course that I have put together. Other things in here that become important. It says you've got your syllabus. The syllabus, this is the place where you can find the syllabus and look at it again. This particular part has a calendar. The calendar shows when things are due. It says in here that today is the 21st. We've got 2 things due on the 30th, which would be the botany quiz and what is my plant IQ. Once things are gone, they are gone. You must keep up with them. Don't try and go, I can do everything in the end of the semester. No, you can't. This is spread out over the semester so that you don't do that. Down here on the 14th, it says, by the 14th, you should have done what did I eat today? On the 23rd, it says we're going to have our first exam. There are a series of quizzes that need to be done by that time. So you go through and you look at this course syllabus and you figure out what needs to be done and where it needs to be done. You can check your grades by hitting the grade the grade part. So in here, this is how you navigate this particular course and where you're going to find everything that you need in order to be successful. But in order to be successful, you've got to do your own work and you got to get it done on time. In closing, I hope you really enjoy the course. If you find problems with it, email me it, let me know so that I can go out and modify things or fix things that are not functioning properly or that are not clear.